Hi, I'm Kimmy with On William Street, and we are here to help you become a more confident quilter, from the piecing to the quilting and everything in between. So this month, we are working on month 4 of our mystery quilt along. So this month, we're going to take all of these little blue arches and white arches that we cut out last month, and we're going to sew them all together. But this month, I am going to show you how you can go ahead and sew these arches and all these curves without using pins. If you are more comfortable with pins and want to do it that way, you're welcome to do so. I'm also going to link in our description the video that we did on sewing curves and using pins and putting it all together. So if you're more comfortable that way, definitely go ahead and use that. But if you want to try sewing these together without pins and seeing if you can kind of tackle this skill, stay tuned and we'll get them all sewn together. Okay, so for this method, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and I'm just going to fold them in half and do a finger press there. That's just going to help me make sure that as I'm going along, I'm keeping things on track so that they're lined up where they're supposed to be. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use one pin just to get started. So I'm going to take it and at the top corner here, you're going to line the skinny end up along the edge there. I'm going to put one pin, like I said, just while I get started. I'm going to take a couple stitches to hold that in place. Now I can remove that pin and not have to worry about it anymore. The thing we're going to do here is we're actually going to be holding this top piece up a little bit. And that's going to allow us to maneuver it around, and they're not going to worry about them coming together until they hit the sewing foot. And you're going to put a little bit of tension on the bottom one just to make sure that they come around together right at the end. So I'm just going to hold it up, and I'm just going to take the top hand to maneuver the top piece and to just move it around like this so that it stays lined up right on the edge of your foot. I'm going to use my bottom hand, putting just a little bit of tension on this bottom piece, doing the same thing. So my top hand's making sure that the outer circle stays lined up, and my bottom hand is making sure that my inner one. So you can see as I'm coming around, I'm checking my center mark, and so far it's looking good. Those should line up right where they need to. And that's just something to kind of check yourself so you don't have to worry about getting to the end and not have it line up like we want it to. So I'm just going to keep going, a little bit of tension on the bottom one. Gently, don't put tension on the top, it will stretch a lot. Gently guiding them both around. Take it a little slow as you're learning this technique and getting started. And then as we come into the end here, I'm going to go ahead and just lay it down and sew right off the end. Now you can see we have our curve all ready to go and all ready to press. Went nice and quick and easy, everything lined up like it was supposed to, and we didn't have to worry about taking a lot of time to pin that. After you've sewn your curve, you want to make sure to press your block, and you're going to press it so that the seam is going out towards the outer arch, and that's going to make the whole thing lay a lot flatter. So finish up all of your circles. You're going to take all of your blue arches that we cut and sew them all into our drunkard's path blocks so that we're ready to sew those together a little bit later. That's all we're going to be doing this month, so go ahead and take your time with those curves. Really practice and get used to getting nice even curves and having that all line up like it's supposed to. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Like I said, if you prefer the pin method, we will link in the comments so that in the description so that you can see the video that shows you how to pin that as well if you're a little bit more comfortable with that. But I definitely encourage you, if you're up for a challenge, to try this no pin method and see how you like it and see what you think. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are not already, and hit the bell so that you're notified when we post our new videos. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram, or sign up for our email newsletter, and we will email you every week when our video posts and any other fun things that we are working on. So, see you next week.